What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, and we are back with another episode of Throwback Thursday. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, joined by my co-host, the fabulous, fresh out of LA, Kevin Kiley.
Hey, everyone.
I am so glad to be back with you. We've been gone for like 2 months.
Too long.
Too long, my friends. Too long. It's Throwback Thursday. We are flashing back to 80s and 90s pop culture. And we have some fun looking at all of the things from that time because there are lessons to be learned and nostalgia to be had, my friends.
Always.
Tonight, we're digging into Disney movies from the 1980s. And I am shocked and disturbed at how many of the 33 Disney movies that came out in the 1980s I didn't see. And also, I don't know if you asked anyone, Kevin, like in preparation from this, what's your favorite 80s Disney movie? People tend to lump together every Disney movie ever made.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, give me your favorite Disney movie. And I heard Moana. And I'm like, that wasn't a thing. Then.
I heard, but that's like kind of similar to what I got Frozen.
What?
Yeah. Let the storm rage on, but not in the 1980s. Come on now.
I know. So, and I want to say hello really quickly. Brian Tracy is joining us down in the comments. Hello, Brian. Where on the road are you today, my friend? Let us know. And also, so as we ask you guys to chime in and let us know what your favorite 80s Disney movie is, pay attention to the date, people, because not all Disney movies were from the 1980s. We're going to talk about 90s next month, but even then, no Moana and no Frozen.
Sorry.
Let
it go. Come on, let it go.
Brian's joining us from Michigan today. Good to have you here, Brian. I appreciate you. So I brought up, I'm going to see if I can share. I'm going to see if I can get technical here for now. See, Brian saying Bambi. Okay. Hold the phone on that.
Yeah, let's
for just a moment. Because where on earth is there we go. Okay, here we go. 1980 through 1989 here. I'm going to scroll up to the top. 33 movies. I want you to tell me, you got to keep track, count on your fingers, Kevin, how many of these you've actually seen as we go through.
Okay.
Herbie Goes Bananas. That's a 0 for me.
Yeah, I'm
The Last Flight of Noah's Ark.
Nope.
Popeye. Okay,
yeah.
I've seen that one. Robin Williams, Epic, and Shelley Duvall in Popeye.
I love Shelley Duvall. Oh my God.
Yes. Midnight Madness.
Never heard of that in my life.
The Watcher in the Woods.
Yeah.
And frankly, reading that description, when a family moves to a country home, the young girls experience strange happenings that have a link to an occult event years past. That does not sound like Disney to me. Does it sound like Disney to you?
That sounds frightening. Rather frightening.
Right? I've never seen that. Okay. Fox and the Hound.
Yes, I love that movie.
2 for 6. Condor Man. Nope. The Devil and Max Devlin. I feel like I should have seen this. So this is Bill Cosby in it. No side comments, my friends, about anything else. But I feel like I should have seen this, but never saw that either. Amy.
Don't know her.
Nope. Dragon Slayer. I have seen this, but I don't remember it. So I feel like I get half a finger.
Yeah, your pinky.
Okay, I can't.
Basically half a finger.
There we go. Okay, half a finger. And you guys make sure you chime in and let us know if you've seen any of these at all. Tron.
I've heard of Tron, but I actually have never seen it.
I think it might have been one that I've seen, but I just can't. It's just not like gone right now. Night Crossing. Never heard of that. Tex. Never Cry Wolf. Okay, I've seen that, but it's another one that I just don't like. It's not even doesn't register as like my favorite thing. Tiger Town. I've never heard of this, but it's funny because that's what the little shopping center is called in the town I used to live in.
Oh,
Never saw that.
nostalgia.
Trench Coat.
No.
Something Wicked This Way Comes. I feel like I want to see that. But again, doesn't in a small American town, a diabolical circus and its demonic proprietor prey on that does not sound like any kind of Disney movie either.
No.
That's disturbing. And hello, hold on. I got nobody listen. Yeah, see, Brian, the Bambi is too old. Yes. I have no words about some of these. Kelly Fisher is here. Hey, Miss Kelly, how are you this evening? What is your favorite 80s Disney movie? And again, check the dates because we're all wrong.
All wrong.
I'm at 4 and we're on number 17.
I'm at 2.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I'm a loser because I'm only at number 2.
Oh my gosh. Where the Toys Come From.
No.
I feel like that was a prequel to like Toy Story.
I thought it was Brave Little Toaster, honestly, but then that came down the line.
Love Leads the Way, a true story.
Sounds fascinating.
One Magic Christmas.
You know what though? I read about that one, and that one actually kind of looks pretty good, I will say.
Well, I'll have to go dig into 6.5 stars. You know.
Yeah.
We'll try that one out. The Journey of Natty Gann.
Nope.
The Black Cauldron. Okay, I'm at 5.
I'm 3.
Yeah, we're good. We're doing good.
We're getting there.
We have Return to Oz. I've seen this. Have you seen this one?
It's actually quite terrifying.
It is terrifying.
For no reason.
Kelly, we're talking about 1980 through 1989 today for Disney movies. Kelly was asking what year is this? So I'm on number 6 and we're all terrified over who else has seen that? Who else has seen going back to I got to go back to my notes here. Return to Oz. That one is just horrible.
Did Calvin say that he likes Return to Oz? Of course he liked the most terrifying one. Come on now. Come on now.
I know it. Kelly has seen The Journey of Natty. Tell us about it, Kelly, because I have not seen that one. I have to say hello to my lover, Ferran, out there in the audience. Hello, Ferran.
Hi, Fran. How are you?
You owe me dinner, or maybe I owe you dinner. I don't know, but I love you anyway. Okay, so I'm on 6. How many are we at for you?
I'm at 4.
Okay, so I have 6. Flight of the Navigator. I feel like I have seen, but it's not ringing a bell for me enough to put a finger up.
Yeah.
The Great Mouse Detective.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The Magical World of Disney, the episode I Man. I have no idea what even we're talking about.
Yeah, at all.
Here we go, Kevin. The Brave Little Toaster.
5.
The Brave Little Toaster. Benji the Hunted. I have seen this one. I got to change fingers here. I have seen this one. I love Benji. I had a little Benji stuffed dog when I was little, and I was obsessed with Benji, and it was a puppet version. And over the years, his hair like just stuck to itself, because it was like 20 years old. And I tried to bring it out for my kids to play with, my oldest son, who's now 20, when he was very little. And it scared the shit out of him. It scared the daylights out of him. And he would not go near the stuffed dog. Horrible. I mean, just horrible.
Poor Benji.
Kelly loved the Great Mouse. Brian loves Benji. And we're going to South Africa for dinner with Ferran.
We'll be there in about 8 hours, 12 hours, maybe more.
Calvin saying Calvin's picture. Hello, happy Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm at 9. What are you at?
I'm at 5.
Okay. The next one.
Okay, now I'm at 6.
Oh, have you seen it since the
Oliver and
last
Company?
time?
Of course. You haven't seen Oliver and Company?
No, you listen. I of course have seen Oliver and Company.
Oh, okay. No. We're not going. I know where you're going.
You are Mr. I Love Billy Joel. Did not know what I was talking about.
I knew we were going to get there.
The music from Oliver and Company, you guys. Okay, we'll have to go back and dig into a couple of these before when we're done counting, because I can't count and dish at the same time.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I'm on 9. Return to Snowy River. I'm still on 9.
My favorite one is next.
My favorite one is coming. The Little Mermaid.
What a great one, honestly.
Listen, I remember. So shout out to some of my school friends at Eastern Point Elementary School in Groton, Connecticut, that I can say clearly because it's no longer standing. They actually so old they tore it down.
Wow.
We used to fight on the playground over who got to play Ariel when we were playing on the playground. We would play Little Mermaid, right? And we used to fight over it. And I'm sorry for everybody that I'm like, but I am in choir and I should be playing Ariel because she sings.
But you're not wrong, though.
Right? I'm just trying to say. See, Kevin says I'm right. All right, Cheetah.
Never heard of that.
Me neither. It looks like I might want to see this, though. A Born Free type story set in Kenya about an orphan cheetah cub that is adopted and raised by an American family. That sounds awesome.
Wow.
Should check out. And I need to watch it anyway because, you know, I have so many friends in Kenya now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes perfectly.
The last one of my favorites of all time. And I introduced this to my kids recently. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
So good. Classic.
Rick Moranis is a god in his own right.
What a funny movie, though. Like, we need more movies like that, I feel like, that are just lighthearted and just fun, right?
Heartwarming. But, you know, here's the thing. When we went back and watched it, you know, we watch a lot of different movies like that where we throw back and so Brian's a fan, too. He loves the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes.
And there's so many, like, things that are said and little nuances that would be completely unacceptable today. And fun fact, do you have Disney Plus?
Of course.
I'm just asking.
It's me.
Okay,
I have a Disney Christmas tree next to me.
So I have Disney Plus. I don't know if you've noticed this, but some of the older movies, when you go to play it, there will be a warning that comes up on the screen that says this movie does not reflect the views of Disney, but we're putting it on here to show that at one time this was a great. And I'm sitting here like, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Even down to there's a lit tobacco cigarette moment in it they put at the top of some of them. And I'm like, wow, that's like really like detailed, like to the T.
I know it. And it makes me sad a little bit just because I feel like, you know, it's a great point of conversation with people and with our kids, for those of us that are parents, because, you know, instead of taking it out, we can say, look, this is what the time was like then. And we can have a little bit of this conversation, but I feel like everything is so incredibly PC now that we can't even enjoy a regular movie anymore.
Yeah.
Logan says, best movie ever, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And thank you for being here. And Kelly says, kind of reminds me of the old cartoons that warning does. Yeah. Yeah. Like Bugs Bunny and all of that were.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Horrific.
Yeah.
They abused each other.
Oh, yeah. Tom and Jerry, come on.
I know it. I know. So going through some of these I think you said which one your favorite was, but tell the people which one your favorite 80s Disney movie is.
The Little Mermaid, of
The
course.
Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is high on the list for me. I think honestly it has to be a tie between Little Mermaid and Oliver and Company, because Oliver and Company was super special to me, and they came out with like stuffed animals of all of the characters at the time, and I had to get them all. And I remember we had a hard time finding one of them, and I was just distraught.
Yeah.
I was a distraught child that we could not find one. And and so I just, that movie really sticks out to me. And being a big fan of Billy Joel, and I believe Huey Lewis sang in that as well. And then Bette Midler, like
Yes.
lots of big name people sang in that movie. And I'm always walking around the house singing "Why Should I Worry" from the Oliver and Company, and I love it. What is your favorite? You guys chime in out in the comments and let us know which one is your favorite of the 33. Believe it or not, that's it though for the 80s. So many people were like, Beauty and the Beast and all of those came in the 90s.
See, that's why that's a little bit hard for me. So I will say my favorite from the 1980s is The Little Mermaid, because it's very hard to kind of, but the thing that I like about The Little Mermaid, I like the message behind it. It just goes to show like you can be different and still kind of like, get away from that cookie cutter, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because she was different and she did her thing and she still went for what she wanted. And that's important for people nowadays in so many different ways, not just, of course, finding love, but in anything you want to do, really.
Right. I think a lot of people were, throughout the years that have talked about Disney princess movies, some of the newer ones that have come out, Moana and Brave and things like that, are less focused on the girl finding a guy and more the girl finding herself. But I think Little Mermaid, yes, she's going, to chill with Prince Eric on the land. However, I really think it was mostly about finding her voice and sticking up for what she wanted and going the direction that she wanted to go, which I still think is I think people, again, going back to the PC thing, I think people get so upset over nothing that, yes, ultimately she marries Prince Eric, but I think there's so many more messages that can be taken from that of her finding her voice.
Yeah. And what's kind of cool, this might be a little bit off topic from Disney for a second, but there's a lot of different versions of The Little Mermaid. And one of the versions is she actually ends up dying and going to heaven and like being where she kind of belongs, like as an angel and stuff. So it just kind of just goes to show, like, I agree with you. She found her voice and got to where, she was kind of supposed to be and meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Farhan is arguing that Little Mermaid has the best soundtrack. That's what
I would have to agree with Farhan.
I mean, listen, we talk about the little, I need to pull it up in the background so I don't speak out of turn. My brain is not firing correctly, apparently. But so we have who is your favorite Little Mermaid character?
Ariel,
you're gonna go.
She is though. She really is, because I like her journey. Like kind of just like we were talking about. I like her journey. I like, how she defied, like, not that you should defy your father or anything, but like she didn't listen to what everybody else kind of said. No, you know what I mean? Like she was true to herself and followed her heart at the end of the day, which I love.
Yeah. Yeah. I as I have gotten older, I think I of course love Ariel, but I think I have to say Ursula is probably one of my favorite villains from all the Disney movies.
I agree.
Farhan's like Daddy Triton. Okay. I know what you liked about Daddy Triton, Farhan. But I think that The Little Mermaid had a great example of like some of the great Disney sidekicks. I love Flounder. I loved Sebastian. Yes. And I think even down to Prince Eric Dog had such a personality.
Yeah, I love that though. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Yeah, I love the different, you know, characters that everybody really had their own personality. And I think I was trying to look and see, because I believe the voice, yeah, here we go. I have all of it up now. So Samuel Wright passed away more recently, and he was incredible as Sebastian.
Absolutely.
I mean, just incredible. And I remember the audience is out of control. Prince Eric, right? He was dreamy. I think he was very dreamy for a cartoon. No, not you.
I love it.
It was good though. I think I have a complaint though about, and I think they came in more. And have you seen the follow-ups to Little Mermaid? Have you seen like Little Mermaid 2 and all that?
I've seen the second one. Yeah.
Not impressed. Like,
okay. Listen, I'm not impressed with a lot of Disney sequels. Honest to God, sometimes it's just like there's no reason for it. Under the Sea, that's right, Logan. But I will have to say the Little Mermaid 2 was not terrible compared to some of the other ones. The Little Mermaid 3, they just didn't need to be. But compared to some of the other ones like Cinderella 2 and like that kind of stuff, which we'll get into next time. But like, it wasn't as bad, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will agree with that. Although it's one of those things where I feel like the original was so epic but my complaint about the first one is that we saw so little of Ariel's sisters. Like it was made to be such a big deal in the beginning that they were like this singing family, and you heard one number and then it's like, oh, that's it. They don't exist.
Yeah.
You're not even going to be a bridesmaid at your sister.
They were out. They said, we don't find happiness. Bye. Go into the next ocean.
I know it. I know. So yeah, I think it's safe to say the crowd today loves Little Mermaid. And how many of you in the audience have seen Oliver and Company that we've talked about? How many of you guys have seen that? Let us know. I think some of those from the 80s really speak to the time. I feel like when we go from some of those ones that we described of being didn't even sound like Disney movies, that they're kind of pushing the limits there, and then you have such a bubblegum pop sort of Disney like Little Mermaid. It's kind of like, it was almost like Disney was trying to find their way.
Yeah.
In the
I
80s.
feel like Oliver and Company is a little bit more like musical theater too, like more campy kind of style, which I like.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. Reminds me of the animation of like All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
Very similar to that. And I never knew until probably a few years ago that All Dogs Go to Heaven wasn't even a Disney movie.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, like it's not. So
I had it on VHS, like the original one.
Calvin waited forever for Oliver and Company to come out on VHS. Who knows here, boys and girls, what a VHS is?
Listen, I have some of the old Disney movies on VHS in the case. I'm not playing.
That's awesome. I used to. After moving 1,000 times. Brian saw Oliver when it first came out. And then okay, here we go. Fran has a fact. Something interesting about Ursula's voice in Latin America. It was voiced by a drag, and it's amazing.
Was it? That's awesome.
No idea.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
this is an educational show, people.
I think it was. No. Never mind. That was somebody
else. Logan, I am proud of you that because Logan's a young one out there, and I'm proud that he knows what a VHS is. Brian remembers Laserdisc players. Damn it!
I tap out there.
Yes. So I am the 80s goddess here. Kevin is our 90s baby. And it's fantastic. Okay, Kelly says VHS. Yes, she has them too.
Yes, Kelly, come on. We have a collection. They ain't going anywhere, right?
Yes. So Nina had her birthday in June, and we couldn't find one that we really liked. But one of the things she wanted was like one of those old entertainment centers that has like a record player, a cassette tape, all of the old things. And when Billie Eilish's new album just came out, she's like, I need the cassette tape. And I'm like, I'm just so proud that you know what that is.
Honestly, I like that they're bringing that kind of stuff back, like record players, cassettes. I think that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any of the ones that we've talked about today, any of these 80s movies on VHS? Or, I mean, I know you have Little Mermaid probably.
Yeah, I have Little Mermaid. I think I actually have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too.
Yeah. Oh, we need to talk about that because Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was, so does anybody know the story of like what happened to Rick Moranis? Like he was obviously in all those movies. He was in Ghostbusters. He was like really the king of that time. So for anybody that is not caught up, Rick Moranis was very happily married, and his wife got really sick and passed away. And then he took care of, like, he just was like, I'm just going to focus on my family. And it's such a bittersweet thing with him because he was so good at his craft, but it's like he really had his priority together, of saying, well, now I need to focus on my family. But that movie was epic. And you know what other one we watched recently was Big with Tom Hanks. And I love to watch movies and show my kids like who's in the same movies together.
Yes.
And the guy that played Tom Hanks' best friend in Big is also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So we were showing that as well. But I had to go looking around for what is everybody up to since Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And a lot of them aren't even acting anymore. That was about it.
There was a few of them though, right?
Yeah, there was a few. And I enjoyed the second one, if I remember correctly. But then after that, I think they started changing a lot of the cast. And
it was like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids at one point, which is kind of traumatic.
Yes. And it kind of reminded me of when they did Home Alone, of like where the first, I enjoyed the first two movies.
Yeah.
And then the third one, they brought in the new kid, and it just,
you can't do that. You can't bring in you can't take out the star. Like, just stop making them at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's hard because when you love a series, you want to watch more, but then they go changing it, and you just, I lost interest.
I agree.
I lost interest. I'm trying to look up right now because I remember that I looked. So Jared Rushton is the one that played in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Big. Mm-hmm. And in fact, his IMDb still shows like his old picture. Like it's not even updated. But I know like some of the other, who was the other one that I know? Thomas Brown that played. Yeah, a lot of them, like, I think some of them were in like little tiny things since that time, but haven't really done anything. And that almost makes me sad a little bit when they have these big roles, and then they don't either kind of get anything off as big, and kind of fall off a little bit as well. And Fran has wonderful news for us here. We just reached, in the middle of the show, 200 subs on YouTube. Yay. It's really exciting because we started out on Facebook for like the first 3 seasons of the Breakthrough Show, and YouTube came way later for us. And so, the majority of people, but I'm so glad that y'all are joining us on YouTube now. That's amazing.
All because of you, your beautiful face.
Aw. No, so what would you say is your favorite, thank you, Logan. What would you say is your favorite song from Disney movie 80?
I'm gonna be cliche, and I'm gonna have to say "Part of Your World." I really like that song, and I'll tell you why. I really like that song because it's so much more than just obviously her wanting to be on shore, kind of like what we talked about a little bit earlier about the movie. It's just about, you know, that longing to go after what you want, and that's literally what I live by in my own music and my own life, my personality as is, and I love that because it's true. It's like, you know, if you have a goal or if you set yourself with an intention or something like that, like you go for it and you see all the success that could be, and like, you know what I mean? Like I love that.
Yeah.
So I would have to say that one, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites, and it's so hard for me, and it's going to be worse next month. I'm just saying, when we go into 90s Disney, y'all, we are going to have a problem next month.
Don't ask me my favorite because I can't do that.
I think, was Hunchback 90s?
I don't know. I think it was 90s because it definitely wasn't 80s.
I'm gonna look at it. Well, yeah. Some of these I feel like yes, 96. So we'll be talking about that next month, Fran. For sure. That's one that I didn't get into that one as much.
No, I have to be honest, I've never seen it. I know. I'm gonna be mauled for that. I'm so sorry. I'll watch it tonight.
Spotlight on Kevin.
No,
You need to
don't maul me in the comments. I'll watch it tonight.
Okay. Yes, we have to. My goal is when we come back next month for 90s that I watch some more of them.
Yes, of course.
So I love Part of Your World, of course. And I actually, what I'm going to do for you friends, because I couldn't get it downloaded before I came on here tonight because someone fell asleep on the couch.
That's someone.
So I'm going to put the link in the comments for everybody for where I sang Part of Your World earlier today. And y'all can go listen to it on your own time. Okay.
It's beautiful. She has a beautiful belt.
Thank you. It's you know, the interesting thing about that for me, that song, and this is something that I shared a little bit earlier today as well when I was on Delight's Digital Cafe, was that during COVID. So for anybody that doesn't know, that's why we were absent for a couple of months. Kevin actually had COVID earlier in the year, and then I had COVID, but there were moments where I was really struggling to breathe and I couldn't talk without coughing. And you went through that yourself.
Absolutely.
I couldn't talk without coughing, but for some reason I could sing and not cough. So I literally had a few days where I was walking around here like it was a musical and annoyed the daylights out of my family. It was fantastic. But since that time, it has been like music being such a healing thing for me. And like it was for Ariel, when she realized how important her voice was. And it has been this process for me since that time of refinding my voice again and finding kind of a newness, because my body and my voice and everything are not the same since before. Absolutely. Has it been that process for you as well since you had it?
Definitely. And it's definitely kind of almost like a retraining that I kind of had to do. And I, shortly after I, had it and was still recovering, I had to do like a major like performance and stuff. So it was definitely hard. And a lot of my new music like recently had come out that I performed live for the first time. So it's definitely been hard kind of like readjusting and kind of, focusing on your breath and kind of finding that. But yeah, it's been like a definite retraining for me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, the song has very special meaning to me recently with just, refinding all of that, like specifically about the voice, but then also relearning, my boundaries and my goals and staying focused on that and what I want. And I felt so many times that same longing that Ariel did for just wanting to get to the other side of
Absolutely.
Wanting to move forward. So that song's really special to me too. But like I have so many incredible memories. We sang Under the Sea in school, and I have incredible memories of that. And then Kiss the Girl, like iconic.
Iconic. Come on.
Yes. 100%. You guys chime in and let us know in the comments what your favorite song is from 80s Disney. And then going back to Oliver and Company, Why Should I Worry is just fabulous for me. And then the song that Bette Midler does, and now I'm completely, I'm going to look it up because it's going to drive me nuts. But she does this whole song, and she has this, Bette Midler is, God, she's such a performer.
Amazing.
And she does this whole like operatic section of the song, and it is incredible.
I live for that. I really live for that, an operatic moment.
Oh, did you know that Barry Manilow wrote a lot of these songs?
Really?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that. I love that.
Perfect Isn't Easy.
What a great title.
Right? It should come right before Perfectly Imperfect by Kevin Kiley.
I think I've heard that one.
I know that song. So listen, we have to, before we close up today, we have a few things that we need to share. So Kevin's been busy. You want to tell everybody what you've been up to more recently?
Yeah, of course. So I just came back from LA, like Jessica said, and I actually did a concert in LA for the first time ever on Sunset Boulevard, which was absolutely crazy to me because I always dreamed of doing something like that, but I never actually thought that I would actually be up there doing it. And it was crazy because, you know, a lot of people around here in Connecticut and New York, like come and support me that know me, my family, my friends and stuff. But like people from California knew my songs, which was bizarre to me. And I'm like, what is this? It's so crazy, but I'm so grateful for everyone that, you know, has been supporting me. But with that being said, I got nominated for a competition contest, whatever you want to call it, to open at the Hollywood Rose Bowl for a select few people that they haven't really like 100% decided who was going to be there yet, but it could be Taylor Swift, could be Lizzo, could be Ariana, Billie Eilish, all of the above. So I got entered to do that and to open for them. So the competition is running right now. So me and Jessica have a little something special for y'all. Jessica, you want to get into that?
Yes. Okay. So there is a link that I've just dropped in the comments. I made it an easier link so that because the original link was very weird. bit.ly/vote Kevin K. That's what we have it as. bit.ly/vote Kevin K. You can vote every day. Do you know when it ends?
So this one ends next Thursday at 6:00.
7 days. So you have 7 opportunities, you guys, to make a vote. Now, what you're going to do, our special for you, only for our beautiful audience watching this show. And you can do this on the replay too. It doesn't matter. But you can go to that link and vote for Kevin. Take us a screenshot every time you vote where it says at the top your vote has been counted or whatever. And you're going to send it to Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com. Put that in the comments, okay? Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com. You're going to vote. You're going to take a screenshot. You're going to email it to me, and we'll draw a name. All of the ones you send in. So you have 7 days left. So you have 7 votes. You can vote every day. Send it in to me, a screenshot, and we're going to pull a name. And Kevin is going to sing to you a song, and we're going to send it to you.
A song of your choice, which is even better. If I don't know, I'll learn it.
He's going to say your name like Destiny's Child.
Yes.
And you're going to get serenaded by Kevin. So we need everybody to vote. Go to bit.ly/vote Kevin K.
Thank you. Thank you all in advance. I really appreciate the support for that.
.ly/vote Kevin K. We want to see him singing on the same stage as who?
Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish. Come on now.
Hello.
Crazy.
Hello.
I know.
You guys need to vote every day. Send the screenshot to Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com. Email it to me, and Kevin's going to sing you a song.
I will.
You're going to sing whether you win or you don't, right? But you're going to win.
Of course.
Okay. We're excited about that. Do they get to choose the song?
They do get to choose the song.
You get to choose. I'm going to win. I have things I need to hear, people.
like Oliver and Company. Don't make me laugh too hard. I might pass out.
Kevin Kiley. Kevin Kiley, ladies. I've become rather snarky in the last couple of months. My apology. No, it's going to be great. Make sure you guys vote and send those in. Let us know if you voted right now. Oh, look at who is winning, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Tracy.
Thank you. From Michigan. Brian from Michigan, right?
I think he's there right now, but Brian drives a truck. So Brian's everywhere. Where's Brian? Outside your window.
Right here. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate you.
Right there. Look at Calvin. Calvin's got a point too.
Thank you. Yes, he has a point. He has 2 points. I think he did yesterday too.
He gets a point for his profile picture as well. Calvin, we don't know each other, but we're now besties. You just didn't know that. Oh, he's in Indiana now. See, he's on the move.
You better get it. Come on now.
On the move. Now I have all of the. I used to want to sing the song that comes from every state, and so now I have the Gary, Indiana song stuck in.
Gosh, no.
Calvin, you're fantastic. That is all. Okay, so closing out. What's something that we can take from 80s Disney and apply today, would you say?
Wow. Just really, it's like, it's always, there's so many different ways to kind of take things, I guess you could say, but like the moral of the story is there's so much than just to the, the big picture of the cookie cutter, the actual plots and stuff like that. But there's so many messages, even in the songs alone and things behind it that, really apply. I keep going back to Little Mermaid because that's the one that sticks out to me the most. But it's, it's just really about finding your journey, finding your voice, finding your path. And just, I feel like a lot of those movies, of course, it's way different than how they show it now and how they do things now, but they all kind of have that, that story and that kind of, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that kind of feel to it, which I love. And I think that that's things that people kind of have to see beyond just the storyline. Like there's so much more to it. Like you said, the dog had its own personality. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like there's so much more to it. So I love that. And I think that we could take that with all of them.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. I think for me, I'm gonna say, and I've said this before, and it's partly why we're doing this show, but there's so much to be learned from history and things that have happened. And I think it's so telling to look at the different films, the Disney movies from 1980s, at what a change of a time we were going through. And there's a lot to be learned there. And I think, even when we're looking at Oliver and Company, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Little Mermaid, even some of the creepier ones that I'm not going to bring up again. But those movies, really have this overall theme of finding our way. And I think that it's in a world where we're all being talked to right now and told what we should and shouldn't be doing, to think for yourself and decide what's right for you and find your own way that way. I think it's a good message we can take home as well.
Absolutely. And everything, in every kind of category for sure.
Yeah. Well, we have a few announcements before we go. Hang out, you guys, because really good things. So you can see the ticker scrolling down before. I encourage you to join the Breakthrough Show text community for show notifications, insider info, and special offers. Text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. That's 256-685-7092. And also, very exciting, we have a Discord server. We invite you to join and chat with other fans and meet past guests and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. The Breakthrough Show Network includes The Breakthrough Show, this amazing show with Kevin Kiley and myself, Throwback Thursday, Rewriting Reality, Ask Crystal, which was on earlier today. And we have a brand new show coming out later in September called Divine DNA with our friends, the Jacksons, from over on TikTok. All of us are on Discord, ready to chat with you and network and support everybody. And I'm going to throw that that link for Kevin on the Discord as well. So if you didn't catch it before, you can definitely join the Discord. You just go to bit.ly/breakthrough Discord and join us on there. You can access Discord from an app on your phone or computer, or also from your browser. You don't even need the app if you don't want to. So it's super nice with that. And we also have a very special event featuring that guy right there. We're going to give you a little teaser really quickly before we go. Check out this event coming up December 4th, but tickets are on sale now. Check it out. So exciting. A musical evening of giving. You guys, your tickets are on sale now. Early bird price until the end of the month. 100% of the ticket price goes to Overcoming Odds and the White Scholarship Foundation. Overcoming Odds benefits a large group of people here in the United States, and the White Scholarship Foundation benefits education for children in a small village in Kenya, Africa. And so we're really excited to partner with both of these organizations, and the music is going to be so good.
Can't wait. So exciting.
I just had a whole moment. Rory Kelly's album Shadow Work came out last week or a few weeks ago, but I just got her vinyl. Her music came out on vinyl, and it is so good. And I've listened to it over and over and driven everyone crazy because it's amazing. And it's awesome. Kelly's asking for you to sing them a bar.
Oh my gosh. Can I do that next time when I'm better prepared?
Okay. So we're going to sing next time. We promise we're going to sing next time. Y'all can go to that link I dropped before and hear my song that was supposed to be intended for tonight. But we're supposed to do a special song next month.
Oh, we will do a special song next one.
So y'all have to tune in for that. Come back. So guys, we're going to be back to our regular schedule next month. It's going to be the second Tuesday at this time at 6 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, the second Tuesday of every month. And next month we are talking about 90s Disney.
Yes. Second Thursday, not Tuesday. She's crazy.
Did I say Tuesday?
You did, but it's okay. We love you still.
It is Thursday.
I was like, wait,
Second.
is it Tuesday? Because I don't know what my name is anymore.
I don't either. Second Thursday, guys. So that would be, I'm going to give you an exact date so I don't screw this up again. September 9th.
We'll be
September 9th. Okay, so that's in 3 weeks. Yes, see, Kelly's excited for the 90s.
Yes, Kelly.
It's going to be good. We've got Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, my favorite.
It's going to be epic. So second Tuesday, September 9th, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we thank you guys for joining us wherever you are in the world for another episode of Throwback Thursday. Kevin Kiley, I love you.
I love you. Thanks for having me.
We have each other on this one.
Always.
Always. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Throwback Thursday. And we will see you again next month. Bye, everybody.